80% of falls in the home occur in the bathroom. Don't put yourself or a loved one at risk. There's a safe bathing system for everyone's budget.
Enjoy a bathing experience that combines safety, comfort, and excellence. If assisted living is not for you, a BCI walk-in tub may well be the answer, giving you the safety and freedom to live independently. A BCI walk-in tub is the most affordable and comfortable walk-in tub in the market today. With our dual drain technology, your tub will drain quickly, and for those that still like the feature of a shower, our two-way bliss gives you both a handheld and overhead shower head. We offer the best financing in the industry with payments as low as $99 per month or no interest, no payments for 18 months with approved credit. For comfort, safety, price, and selection, it's got to be BCI Walk-In Tub. Be one of the first 50 callers and save $1,500.
Call 800-354-4377, 800-354-4377 for a free no obligation in-home consultation.
Welcome to Turnpike Sports. I'm David Weischadle, and as always, I'm joined by my producer and co-host, Doug Weischadle. Doug, hockey season starting, basketball season's getting underway. I actually listened to a preseason basketball game between Boston and Toronto. I normally don't even watch preseason basketball on television, and I ended up listening to it on the radio, and I kind of stuck with it for a while, but, then I just kind of figured, I'm not one of those bettors that bet on preseason anything, but I'm sure a lot of people do out there.
You actually chose the one team that may be the most interesting to start the season without a head coach.
Yeah, that's a mess there. I wasn't even thinking of it when I turned it on, but I realized it should be an interesting season for Boston. The Nets intrigue me as well. I'm curious to see how they're going to put that all together, but it should be a fun season. So I'm getting into the mood for it. Like I said, hockey's starting now, basketball with the preseason, so I'm enjoying it.
Well, to go on that Nets point, I'm tired of the Nets. Every season they start off, they're going to go to the championship.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll end up putting a future on them, but
okay.
I don't know how that team functions. I mean, it really just seems to fall apart partway through the season, if not right off the bat sometimes. But it'll be kind of interesting to watch them. I just watch. It's almost like when you're watching NASCAR and you're waiting for the wreck.
Yeah,
that's basically what the Nets are, and it's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun to watch hockey. I'm going to try and get even more into hockey. I love playoff hockey.
I do very well. I got to tell you, I do very well at betting in hockey.
Well, so I got to watch.
I don't know why. It's a very difficult sport to kind of handicap, and I think that's why I do pretty well in hockey, is because I put a lot more time into it and looking at it, because I find it difficult, but it pays off. The hard work pays off in betting. So.
Well, the one thing about hockey I want to see how many more sports betting boards we see.
Yeah.
On the televised. And also how many, if they're going to start doing betcasts for hockey.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if somebody starts doing those even more. But
that's the best part about basketball. We're talking about hockey, but basketball, when they have the betcasts, that's a lot of fun to watch.
So it's going to be fun. I mean, October, every time Halloween rolls around, the sports betting calendar gets a little bit more busy. So it's going to be a very good month here.
Yep. Well, we got a very good show coming up. We have a Beatin The House segment. I know you got some pretty good jackpots to talk about. And now we're drifting into our Week 5?
Week 5.
Pro Pick segment powered by Betfred. I am having so much fun doing this stuff. And Betfred is such a great sports book to work with and actually use. And because my pet peeve is sports books that make it so complicated. They're not user-friendly, but Betfred is great. They have all the bets laid out in a clear, concise way. And they are an excellent, excellent sports book.
And we're starting to see a lot of surprising team surface.
Yes.
And this is good.
Yes.
This is one of the more interesting NFL regular seasons.
Yes, it is. Today's trip down the Turnpike is brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $5 off your first order of $20 or more when using promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com.
Exit 1.
Remember how before the NFL season began, we were hearing reports of how the sportsbooks are going to start pulling back advertising and marketing dollars?
Yes.
Throw that out.
Okay.
They are spending more.
I'm not seeing any evidence of sports books pulling back. I mean, it just maybe the area where we live in New Jersey, we're getting commercials from the Pennsylvania market and the New York market, including New Jersey. So we're seeing a lot of commercials. So I'm not seeing, I wonder if they're talking about less in New York and less in New Jersey and less in Pennsylvania, but we're seeing all of them. So it's hard for me to tell if there's any less commercials.
Well, according to advertising analytics company EDO,
okay.
U.S. sportsbooks have already spent $22.9 million on TV advertising through the first 2 weeks of the NFL regular season.
Okay.
That's up from 18 from last year. Mm-hmm. So they have increased advertising.
I believe it.
I think what we're seeing is a lot of the sportsbooks, the majority of sportsbooks are pulling out of advertising, and we're seeing more and more like a FanDuel and DraftKings taking the empty spots.
Yeah.
We're seeing FanDuel right now, according to iSpot TV, is the second most seen brand in terms of ad impressions.
I believe it.
They have a market share of 2.46% of ad impressions through the NFL regular season first 2 weeks. The only one that has more is Geico.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
A car insurance company, 3.0, or the insurance company, 3.01%. And it's not much of a difference either, 0.5%.
Yeah.
And, it's...
Look, everywhere we see, especially in the Northeast, there's sports books and online casinos and things like that. So even when you're watching the game, you're seeing the boards around the stadium. So.
Well, this is just in terms of television commercials.
Okay.
So they have seen a lot more. And, right now, the ad analytics companies have said that the NFL full betting season, the regular season, and also into the Super Bowl and everything, the sports books are planning to spend $1.8 billion on advertising. That's up from $1 billion flat last year. So we're seeing another $800 million coming in advertising wise. Again, the smaller books have pulled out, and we're seeing the bigger books, the more established ones.
Yeah.
The points that the DraftKings, FanDuel, even Caesars to an extent.
Caesars, I'm seeing a lot of Caesars.
I'm seeing a lot more BetMGM.
BetMGM, I'm seeing a ton of BetMGM. And like you said, always when we do the book report, we talk about New York numbers, and they are the big four. They make about 94% of the market. So we're really seeing a lot of them.
Well, including part of that $1.8 billion spend, $300 million is going to go to New York, they say.
Yeah.
So, and it's a matter of not of customer acquisition anymore. It's a matter of customer retention.
I'm seeing a lot of, every day, a couple times a day, I'm seeing the Jamie Foxx BetMGM commercial.
Which one? I'm seeing two different ones.
There's one he's at a party.
Yeah, that's the tips one.
Okay, is that the one he's talking with Jalen Rose?
Yes.
Okay. I saw another one earlier today. So, I'm seeing a lot of Jamie Foxx. I'm seeing a lot of BetMGM coming out of... I can't remember what station it was on. I can't tell if it was in New Jersey or New York. So,
but they're all over the place. As a matter of fact, one other organization, a statistical analysis organization, came up with another reason why we're seeing some more sportsbook advertising in the NFL regular season. Crypto companies.
Oh, yeah, okay.
They've had, I guess, I don't want to call it a crash, but the value of a lot of the cryptocurrencies out there have been tanking.
Well,
They're pulling out the
much
advertising.
like a lot of the stock market.
Yes.
So,
But crypto, and this was the phrase everyone was using, crypto's pain is sports betting's gain. Because
Really?
Because
Okay.
when you have lesser crypto commercials, what seems to fill the void are the sports betting advertising.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's what's affecting a lot of the advertising.
So
impressions.
that's saying they're saying that through the halls of the advertising agencies in
Yeah.
New York. What was that?
Crypto's pain is sports betting's gain.
Okay.
It's
All
a
right.
very interesting. Well, again, you're seeing less cryptocurrency ads.
Okay.
So I guess it's a combination of things.
It's weird they would have that saying though.
Well,
jeez,
it's
boy.
everyone's
Business is so heartless. I'll tell you.
First of all,
oh my goodness,
it's advertising. They
I
got
know,
to come up with a slogan for everything.
yeah. I guess they have a
So-
slogan for everything. So,
it makes sense. And we're seeing the decline in crypto ads. So
Mm-hmm.
we're seeing an increase in sports betting ads.
okay.
So, and maybe even an increase in Geico ads now. Too.
All right,
So,
okay.
but interesting something interesting to watch as it goes along.
Sure.
Exit 2.
Esports industry has seen just about every type of partnership or deal that's been ever conceived of. We've had brands sponsoring teams. We've had brands sponsoring tournaments. We've had esports organizations working with brands to create tournaments. Well, now we've got a first of its kind deal in a different area.
Okay.
Mobile One, the petroleum company.
Yes.
I almost called them the oil company, but
The gas station.
the gas stations. Yes, the Mobile One has partnered with Gen G, the esports organization,
okay.
not to do a tournament, not to sponsor a team, but to create a team.
Oh, okay.
Mobile One will have its own esports team that is going to be created in part by Gen G. They're going to work together,
All right.
draft players. They're going to come up with
So, what games are they going to? Since it's mobile, will it be something to do with race cars or
it'd
anything
be
like
Rocket
that?
League.
Okay. All right. There you go.
The
All right.
the race
See
cars
how I
playing
thought
soccer.
that out? What a logical analysis that I made.
Well, again, this is another offshoot of how the esports industry can keep growing. It's
Yeah,
not
no,
the
absolutely.
brands used to come to the esports organizations and the tournaments and the platforms to sponsor events or teams or apparel or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're having the teams, the organizations, the companies behind the teams go to the brands, and the brands and the organizations are creating teams for competition.
Look, esports is exploding. I just had an interview on another radio show we do, and all about a conference being held at the Esports Innovation Center down in Atlantic City. So
It's Stockton University.
Stockton University, yeah, no, it's such an exploding field, and I know a lot of companies want to get into it, and I guess Mobile One is one of those companies.
Well, what they're going to be doing with these teams, I should say, because they're going to be doing multiple tournaments.
Okay.
Each team will feature 3 players and a coach, and each team is going to have 2 social media specialists.
Oh, okay.
So not only are you going to have people playing, you're going to have dedicated people for posting about the games, the
Good.
tournaments.
That's great.
This is becoming a very, very intricate partnership. We're also going to be seeing men's and women's versions of these teams.
Good.
They're going to have a women's circuit team for the Women's Carball Championship.
What's Carball?
That's Rocket League.
Okay.
Yeah, race cars playing soccer.
Okay. I understand
Yeah.
that part.
And they're going to be the women's team will be competing under the name Gen G Mobile One Racing Black.
Okay.
That just flows right off the tongue.
Okay.
there. And it's going to be kind of interesting to see exactly where this goes, because every industry has their, I don't want to say copycat, but a trend.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if we're going to start seeing a lot more of these types of deals in terms of creation of esports teams that may actually end up competing against these esports organizations that are helping create these teams.
Yeah.
Because Gen G fields their own teams.
Yeah. It should be
So
interesting.
we're going to see that. And I wonder where this goes with betting.
I know New Jersey, you can bet on certain tournaments. Yeah, I mean, you have to get the okay from the Gaming Commission. And I know Las Vegas right now, they're talking about some rules
Yes.
and regulations that they have to go through in order to bet on esports. So, it's growing.
I'm just thinking, are we going to see a DraftKings Rocket League team?
Oh, you mean
that way.
Oh,
the
this
brand creating their own
Okay.
team.
Well, hey.
You know, a Play Sugar House, League of Legends
Yeah.
team.
No,
that sort
it
of
should
stuff.
be. It should be interesting.
It'll be interesting to see where this trend goes. It's the start of something new, and you know, could actually really rejuvenate an industry that's already growing anyway.
Drizzly makes it easy to shop a huge selection of beer, wine, and liquor from wherever I am. I just open the app, find what I want, and it's at my door in under 60 minutes.
Drizzly. Ding dong, Drizzly.
Exit 3.
We're going to leave the world of sports and head on over to Walmart's universe of play.
I don't know what you're talking about there.
Walmart's universe of play is a metaverse project created by Walmart, Walmart, obviously,
All right.
on the Roblox community, which is another blockchain community that has about 52 million daily users.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know Walmart was into this stuff.
Walmart is huge into this. As
Wow.
a matter of fact, according to their last second quarter report here in 2022, 12% of Walmart's total revenue came from online.
Yeah, I can believe it.
So they are steadily moving into the metaverse. And what they've done is not only create Walmart's universe of play, they've created Walmart Land
Walmart Land
in the
Okay.
in the metaverse.
All right.
This is a place, they say, this phrasing is immersive experience. Walmart Land will have a Ferris wheel. They'll have shopping centers.
Wow,
They're
okay.
going to have...
Now, this is on the metaverse, right?
This is all on the
Okay,
metaverse.
all right.
There is no real Ferris wheel
All
for
right.
Walmart.
It's always an interesting experience visiting Walmart, the live version of it. So, are they open 24 hours?
Some of them are.
Some of
Some
them,
of them are.
Can you imagine what a Walmart looks like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning?
I do not want to.
Wow. Okay.
I do not want to figure that one out. I'm sure there's a lot of people
I'll visit
that will.
them in the metaverse 3,
Yes.
4 o'clock in the morning, but I'm not going to an actual Walmart 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
And what you're going to be doing in Walmart Land
Okay.
is you're going to be able to buy virtual merchandise, or as they've coined it, Virch. Virtual merchandise.
Oh,
Virch.
all right.
Yes.
I'm assuming they're going to trademark that.
I'm assuming
okay.
they're well on their way to
All
doing
right,
that.
all right.
But
Virch.
your avatar can go into the Walmart Land and buy stuff for your metaverse in life, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
tokens, badges that can be converted into real life purchases.
So that's like in an actual online market. Your avatar goes into Walmart and purchases something. Will that something be actually delivered to your real life house?
Well,
I can't believe I'm actually saying it like that.
This
but,
is how,
you know.
this is how you have to look at it. Your avatar goes into Walmart,
All right.
or even Walmart Land, a universe of play.
Okay.
And the longer you spend there, the more points you rack up, the more badges you rack up. If you go on the Ferris wheel so many times, you're in a badge, I guess. That's how they're going to be structuring everything. And you can convert those badges, those tokens, those virtual goods into something real.
Okay.
In terms of the Walmart universe of play, that is actually, you go in and you start playing games.
Okay.
For
All right.
points and badges and unlock secret codes, all this stuff.
Jeez.
They have created an entire universe, and I keep seeing all these.
I'm not crazy about
discussions.
the Walmart Land. I mean, they'd be a little more creative than Walmartia.
Well,
or something like that. or
Technically,
something.
Walt Disney was
Walmart-
not that creative.
I guess
with
so.
Disneyland,
Yeah.
you know, or Disney World.
Walmart Land.
You know, so,
right.
you know, 52 million people on
Yeah.
the Roblox
Hey.
platform. This is going to be interesting to watch. Again, I want to see somebody else create something like this.
So
I'm
is
waiting-
this up and running now? Or
This is up and running now.
okay. All right.
I'm waiting for some place like the NFL or the NBA to create a metaverse league where they just play regular season in the metaverse.
Yeah.
And that leads to NFL merchandise and collectibles
Sure.
and all that
Hey,
stuff.
another revenue stream.
Yes. And the one feature that Walmart has added into the universe and the Walmart Land and universe of play, you have to spend your money, your Robux, since it's on the Roblox platform.
Okay.
You have to spend your Robux within 3 days of earning them.
I like how they're making up all these names.
Well, Roblox has already
Robux.
tagged that.
I mean,
That's
okay.
Robux. That's money
All right.
used on the
Okay.
Roblox
All right. All right.
platform. I have to take a look at Roblox because I have not been familiar with Roblox since they announced it a couple of years back. I mean, it's been growing and growing and growing. I didn't know when I saw this news story, 52 million users.
I wonder how many other stores are going to do this. I mean, is Amazon going to create some kind of metaverse kind of store where your avatar actually walks into the...
Funny you should mention
Oh,
this.
okay. Did I just step into something or what?
Not that one particularly.
Oh, okay.
Nike and Ralph Lauren have both launched Roblox Worlds.
Oh, okay.
They each get 120 million users on a monthly basis.
At one point, no one's ever going to leave the house anymore.
There's a lot of people like that out right
pretty
now.
much now. It just, I'm going shopping and you put your goggles on and you go shopping.
Gucci even has the Gucci Garden experience on Roblox.
What's a Gucci Garden?
It's just a garden. Go visit. There's shopping
Gucci-
centers. It's like a park.
Oh, Gucci Garden? Okay.
Yes.
Well, I never think of parks when I think of Gucci.
They
but
launched
okay.
it on
All right.
September 29th, 2022. Less than a month ago.
Okay.
Already
Gucci Garden.
Already over 20 million visitors
Wow.
in 2
I mean,
weeks.
do you have to pay for this or do you have to?
You have to pay for things in it.
Oh, okay. But if I
Joining
wanted,
Roblox is free.
okay, so if I wanted to look at Gucci Garden or something like that, or Walmart, I
You
could
have to
do
be
that.
part of the Roblox community to get to it.
All right. You just have to sign up
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
I guess, you
Yeah,
just
and
walk in now.
In some instances, depending on what type of currency
Now, what kind
you're
of
using,
equipment do I need? Is a computer okay, or
Computer's
do I need like goggles
No,
or
it's not-
something
it's not
like
a
that?
virtual
Do
reality
I have to
thing.
have these hand things that I can manipulate
There's
in the
no,
metaverse?
There's no augmented reality
Okay.
involved. This
All
is
right. Okay.
Metaverse is just go to your computer, log
All
in,
right.
and you're
Okay.
basically it right there.
All right.
But it's going to be interesting. I'm like I said, I'm very curious to see how this can be applied into something like a sports betting or a sports
absolutely.
franchise type of thing.
Exit 4.
We're going to end the the rundown here, with a story on name, image, likeness deals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, being an attorney, I've always been fascinated with how the different ways a name, image, likeness deal comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
And I really didn't expect this one.
Okay.
World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, has launched an NIL program.
Really? Because, when you talk about the WWE, I thought they owned everything about the wrestler. I mean, the wrestler, I'm going to call it a character because they call it a character.
Well, they also get SAG
call it-
cards.
SAG cards. They, WWE owns the name. So this is a big departure from WWE's
To a certain extent.
business model here.
To a certain extent. Well, they are always trying to find new ways to get wrestlers.
Okay.
Because there are all these new wrestling leagues popping up. You have
Sure.
Nitro and all those other ones out there. But what happened was, I came across this article. They filed a trademark called WWE Campus Rush,
Okay.
and it's intended to cover programs to enhance the use of students, athletes' name, image, and likeness.
Oh, okay. All
Which
right.
goes hand in hand with their name, image, likeness program, which they're calling Next in Line.
All right.
NIL, Next
So-
in Line, name, image, likeness.
Okay, so they're really focusing on the college students.
What they want to do
All right.
is bring the WWE to college campuses
Okay.
and recruit.
All right. Okay. Now I like that. I see. I thought they were doing it with they're professional wrestlers,
No.
but they're actually doing
Well, they're already
it with.
doing it with them. So
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
they actually don't need name, image, likeness deals for their current roster.
Well, they own
because-
everything, like I
Exactly.
said.
So, but according to
But that's great what they're doing with
Yes.
the college kids.
It's a developmental program,
Great.
where they will give athletes partnerships with the WWE. What they get is access to the WWE facilities in their local areas.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to be given brand building tips.
Okay.
They're going to be given media training,
Wow, that's good.
communications, live event promotion. They're going to learn all this stuff. They're
See,
going to
that's
be given
great.
creative writing instructions, how to do their own copy, how to create their own writing, community relations, how to go out and meet with people and
See,
also
that's
get
great.
their name out.
See, that's great what they're doing.
Yeah, and at the completion of the NIL program with the WWE, they got a shot at a contract with the wrestling
See,
organization.
That's awesome. That's great.
That's a very unique name, image, likeness deal than what's been done in the past here
Mm-hmm.
so far. And it just shows that maybe there's going to be an evolution in name, image, likeness.
Well, that's
as
what I was
well.
going to say. It's not one of your traditional name, image, and likeness deals. So, do we even call it a name, image, and likeness deal, or what do
You
they
have
call
to,
it?
because it involves name, image, and
Oh.
likeness of the collegiate player.
Okay.
And also, it doesn't interfere with NCAA
Okay,
rules. So
that's great.
they can still maintain their college career while being part of this program because it's sort of like an extracurricular thing, and there's no employment involved.
Okay.
So, kudos to WWE. They're always coming up with something unique. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I hope this works.
Yeah, no,
because
absolutely.
This is a great idea.
It is. And today's trip down the Turnpike was brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $5 off your first order of $20 or more when using our promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com.
And as always, you can get in touch with Turnpike Sports by calling or texting us at 609-512-5910. That's 609-512-5910. At Turnpike Sports is the show's handle on Facebook and Twitter. At Turnpike Sports Radio is our handle on Instagram. And as always, our email address is info@turnpikesportsradio.com. And don't forget, you can listen to the show via Spotify, Amazon Music, iTunes, radio.com mobile app, as well as Stitcher and YouTube. You can also watch us on your smart TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV. Head on over to turnpikesports.net. You'll be able to watch our video channel there.
Well, we got a great show coming up for you. Got Beatin the House segment, and then our Week 5 Pro Pick segment powered by Betfred. See how we're doing in our football picks. It's always a fun time of the week to do your
It's always
pick.
a struggle.
It's always a constant struggle. So stick around. We'll be right back with more Turnpike Sports.
Yeah, you, come here. Haven't you heard? We don't need to hide anymore.
Now, we can shop privately for adult products at adamandeve.com. They've got massage oils, lingerie, and lots more we can't mention here. Use offer code SPICE404. They'll give you 50% off almost any one item, 3 free DVDs, free mystery gift, and free shipping. That's 50% off, free shipping, and more. Private shopping starts at adamandeve.com.
The Turnpike Sports Pro Football Pick segment is brought to you by Betfred Sportsbook. Never miss a bet with Betfred Sportsbook. Betfred Sports brings over 50 years of experience through the United States betting industry. Straight bets, in-play wagering, parlay cards, teasers, and more. Head on over to BetfredSports.com or download the Betfred Sportsbook app in Colorado, Iowa, or Arizona and get in on all the action today. New signups will receive up to $250 in free bets when wagering $50. Download the Betfred Sportsbook app today. Offer valid in Colorado, Iowa, and Arizona only. Visit BetfredSports.com for terms and conditions. Please gamble responsibly. If you have any questions or concerns about your gambling or someone close to you, call 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-BETS-OFF in Iowa, 1-800-NEXT-STEP in Arizona, and 1-800-522-4700 in Colorado.
And welcome to NFL Week 6. This is the Turnpike Sports Pro Football Pick segment powered by Betfred Sports. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle, and we're going to be taking you through our usual 3 picks each for this week's games. Once again, I did not have a good week, and I'm really getting sick of that one. But again, I bet on Geno Smith let me down.
Well, like I said last week, I guess I would be called a consistent bettor. Every week I have gone 2-1.
I am consistent too. I've been not doing my usual good self. I mean, last week through 5 weeks, I had a winning record, and I'm actually starting to see patterns here, and it's maybe helping me out. Maybe I don't know, but I'm actually been at least getting into the ball game again. The first 2 weeks, I was just blown out of the water. And it's just getting a little bit better for me right now.
I got to tell you, I feel good this week. I think I'm going to break through the 2-1 record. I feel good about 3-0. This is my bold statement. So,
well, through the first 5 weeks, just a little betting trend here. We have the dogs and unders are still winning every week. They're hitting around 60% through the first 5 weeks. Mm-hmm. So it's actually really interesting to see. A lot of the games I've been betting on, I've been betting the overs. Maybe I should take a hint and follow some of those trends that the unders are hitting at 60%. But again, it's kind of been a interesting year so far in terms of the quality of play for a lot of the teams out there. As always, with this week's picks, we're going to be doing 3 games each. It's spreads and totals, no money lines. Without further ado, I think we're going to get right into the picks. We're going to go right into game number 1. My first game is the New York Jets visiting the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay is favored by 7. There's an over-under of 46. I have to admit, as a Jets fan, it's nice seeing them starting to put something together in New York. It's been so long, so many losing seasons. It's great to see that back-to-back wins for the first time. I don't remember back-to-back wins, and I've been watching the team for years.
Let me tell you something. I also took this game too, mainly because I took the Jets plus 3.5 last week, and I won money with them. So all of a sudden, I'm in love with the Jets.
Well,
so go ahead with your analysis. I'll give you mine. So,
well, I have to. The one thing I did notice in last week's game, the defense has been playing so much better for the Jets. I don't know whether it was anything Saleh did other than maybe Joe Douglas bringing in Quan Alexander, because once Quan Alexander started playing in that defense has gotten faster. It's gotten in better positions. They've been playing better. They've been getting turnovers, which is unheard of for a Jets defense.
By the way,
5 years here.
By the way, I love the Jets offense. They put 40 points on the Miami Dolphins defense, so that was pretty impressive.
I think the Jets exposed Miami a little bit because that defense was not playing well against the Jets, and I think they've gotten away with a lot of late game heroics from the offense the first couple of games.
Well, Miami's quarterback situation is an absolute mess, so that kind of helped out too.
So. Green Bay is still looking for an offensive identity. They did not look good against the Giants in London. They just lost to the other New York team. Now they're playing the Jets here. It's New York and New York back-to-back here. Green Bay is undefeated at home. The Jets are 2-0 on the road. This is an interesting stat. The Jets are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 road games. And in this series, the road team is 3-0-1 against the spread in the last 4. So everything is pointing toward my Jets getting maybe 3 in a row here. Jets plus 7.
Well, let me just build on that. If you're doing against the spread stats, here's another one for the Jets. They're 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games in October. So they play very well in October. Look, I'm going with the Jets too. This may be an overreaction of what I saw from both teams last week. I have been impressed with the Jets. I have been underwhelmed with the Packers. But like I said, I'm liking the Jets, and 7 points seems like a lot. Maybe, sure, Packers probably will win, but I don't think by 7 points. I'm certainly taking the Jets to cover.
My next game is the San Francisco 49ers traveling to Atlanta to play the Falcons. San Francisco's favored by 5.5. There's an over-under of 43 in this game. Atlanta is the only unbeaten against the spread team in the league. They're 5-0 against the spread. They're 2-0 at home, as a matter of fact. And here they are in Atlanta. Atlanta's been playing a lot of tough defenses throughout the first 5 games of the season. I don't think they're going to be playing. They've played a defense as tough as the Niners has been this
very good
season.
I love the Niners.
The one downside for the Niners defense, Bosa is not going to be playing.
Yeah.
But you got to like what they're doing. I mean, they're just getting to the quarterback. They're keeping the scores down. The under is 7-1 in the 49ers' last games overall. And other than one game this season where they scored 37 points against the Panthers, and a lot of people can score 37 points against the Panthers.
What a mess that team is. Oh, God.
Every single one of their games, other than the Panthers games, have been low-scoring games.
They're coming in with a brand new coach, too,
Yes.
the Panthers.
But the under is 4-1 in the 5 games for the San Francisco 49ers. And I really think with the way Atlanta plays, this might be a very close, very tight, very low-scoring game. I'm doing the under 43.5 in this game.
I got to tell you, Atlanta's a covering machine, and I stayed away from this game because I liked the way 49ers were doing, but I also liked Atlanta. I mean, they really kept everything close. But my next game is the Minnesota Vikings traveling to the Miami Dolphins. The Vikings are 3-point favorites with a total of 45.5. I really enjoy watching the Minnesota Vikings play this year. I think they're a very talented team. Sure, there's some close games, but they're 4-1, and I guess that it shows how well the Minnesota offense is doing anyway. Look, Miami is just a mess at quarterback, and you just don't know what's going on offensively with Miami. And like I said before, the Jets scored 40 points on that Miami defense. So I'm actually surprised that Minnesota is only a 3-point favorite because I think they're going to win this by at least a touchdown. And lately, Miami Dolphins have not done very well in October. They're 0-5-1 in their last 6 games in October. So given the situation Miami is in, and I think the talent that's on the Miami Vikings sideline, I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings?
Yes.
The Minnesota Vikings side. There's a lot of talent on that team. I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings and laying the points.
My last game of the week is the Sunday night game. The Dallas Cowboys traveling to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Best game of the week, by the way.
You hope. As an Eagles fan,
well, it should be very entertaining. However, this one goes.
Philly's favored by 5. There's an over/under of 42. The Eagles come into the game as the only undefeated team in the league, 5-0. I am incredibly impressed with the way Jalen Hurts has been playing. I was not a big believer before the season began. I think he's actually proving a lot of critics wrong, and it's really nice to see. Over on the other side of the ball, we've got the Cowboys. They're 4-1, but they're 4-0 under Cooper Rush since Dak went out. Dak's probably not going to be playing in this game. More than likely, it's going to be Cooper Rush again. The Cowboys are 4-1 against the spread and 10-1 against the spread in their last 11 road games. In the last 9 meetings between these two teams, the Cowboys are 7-2 against the spread and 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 games in Philly. I love the way both these teams are playing. I love the defense of the Cowboys. I love the offense of the Eagles. Both teams can run the ball. I think that's what you're going to probably be seeing. But I'm actually going to go and say it's going to be a very close game, and I'm going to go with the Cowboys +5.
Well, my next game is the Arizona Cardinals visiting the Seattle Seahawks. The Cardinals are 3-point favorites, and the total is 51. I mean, the Cardinals were one bonehead play away by Kyler Murray from beating the Philadelphia Eagles last week. He probably shouldn't have spiked that ball. But look, the Cardinals are a much more talented team than the Seattle Seahawks. In their last Week 6 games, Arizona is 5-0-1 against the spread. I love those stats, and they always seem to work out. So their last 6 Week 6 games, a very interesting stat. The Cardinals are also 7-3 against the spread against a team with a losing record, and quite frankly, the Seattle Seahawks simply do not cover when they play the NFC. Check out this stat. Seattle is 7-15 against their spread in their last 22 games against the NFC. I think the Cardinals are going to bounce back this week against that heartbreaking loss against the Eagles, and I certainly think they're going to cover the number. So I'm taking the Arizona Cardinals and laying the points.
All right, let's recap.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings and laying the 3 points against the Miami Dolphins. I'm taking the Arizona Cardinals and laying the 3 points against the Seattle Seahawks. And I'm taking the underdog New York Jets to at least cover the 7 points the book put on it.
Well, I'm doing the Jets as well, +7. I'm doing the under 43.5 in the Niners-Falcons game, and I'm also taking the Cowboys +5 against the Eagles. These picks will be up on our blog. Head on over to turnpikesports.us. Click on the blog button. They'll be in written form there. Feel free to comment there as well, and follow the show at Turnpike Sports, at Turnpike Bets, at Turnpike Sports Radio on Instagram, and at Turnpike Sports on Facebook. That's it for this week's the Week 6 picks for the Turnpike Sports Pro Football Picks segment, powered by Betfred. Enjoy your football weekend, everybody.
Yeah, good luck, everyone. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.
With Drizzly, I can shop a huge selection of beer, wine, and liquor. I just open the app, find what I want, and it's at my door in under 60 minutes. Drizzly also lets me shop from multiple stores in my area and compare prices on thousands of products.
Ding dong, Drizzly.
We'll get back to the show in a few moments, but I just wanted to take some time and tell everyone about Bean Genius, the smart specialty coffee subscription service. Bean Genius sells freshly roasted coffee from some of the best independent coffee roasters in the country. They feature over 2,000 specialty coffee blends, all at your fingertips at beangenius.com. Here's how it works. Head on over to beangenius.com and take their palate profiler test to find out what coffee best fits your taste. Then select from a variety of subscription plans. Every subscription comes with free shipping, and delivery can even be scheduled for once or twice each month. And based upon your review of each coffee blend you try, Bean Genius actually learns your individual taste preferences and then suggests future coffee blends for you. And now you can get 10% off your Bean Genius subscription when you use our promo code PIKE at checkout. Bean Genius offers a variety of subscription plans to suit any coffee lover's needs. Subscribe with Bean Genius today and start enjoying some of the best tasting coffee around. And save 10% off your coffee plan with promo code PIKE.
People gotta win sometime.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a giant, colorful check to deposit.
Beatin The House is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Slots, table games, live dealer games, everything you love about Atlantic City and Vegas, all online at BetMGM. Don't wait. Join in the fun now. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Grab a lion's share of the fun at BetMGM.com. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And welcome to another edition of Beatin The House, where we're going to be going through the different casino jackpots all around the country, around the nation, around the world even, as well as lottery jackpots, Keno, slots, table games, what have you. You sent in the press release about a big jackpot. We're going to talk about info at turnpikesportsradio.com. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle, and let's start right off heading out to the west, going to Las Vegas. We've got Circa Resorts in the news again with a jackpot.
Wow, it's like, didn't we have one last week from Circa? Or 2 weeks ago? I can't remember. Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We have Robbie, who won $400,000. Wow. Playing triple-double bonus poker at Circa Resorts.
I guess that's one of those machines, or is that a table game?
That's a machine.
Yeah.
That's a machine. He had a $500 per hand session going.
Wow. Okay.
$500 per hand, and he won $400,000.
That's a good investment.
That's a great way to end a Wednesday night. That's when he was doing it.
Yeah, boy.
Staying in Las Vegas, we have A Las Vegas player winning $128,000 on your favorite game, a progressive Pai-Gow poker jackpot.
Okay.
At South Point.
Wow. Okay. South Point.
Yeah.
Every time I think of South Point, I think of the sports books. I never think of it's actual casino.
No, they actually,
I know that it's a great casino.
Casino. It's just
because I watch VEASAN and they're at the South Point. Every time I see South Point, they're in the sports book, so I automatically think sports betting. By
the way, one of the nicest sports books out there.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Yes. Them and Circa are probably the class of everything.
I always like watching VEASAN because they're at Circa and they're at South Point, and I always like to watch the people behind them. See, they're eating or they're watching. The sports behind them and things like that. It's always fun to watch the people behind the two guys or two women or whoever, the two DJs. I don't know if you call them DJs. Hosts. Okay.
You know what you are?
Oh, okay. Well, I think they're a little more better. They're better than
they're more
better.
Professional.
Yeah, they're more professional than I am. I actually just said more better.
There you go.
That's why I'm not on Visa. I can't speak.
You just proved your point.
But the two hosts that I always like watching the people behind them.
So. Well, I love the morning shows. Because
the first thing I think of being in the East, I know Follow the Money is on at 7:00, and I'm thinking, boy, what time are those guys there? And then I'm thinking it's 4:00 when they start, right?
Yes, that's right.
Oh boy,
and there are people in the sports book.
Well, it's
More
pretty
often
dark.
Not,
it's hard to tell.
You'll see people walking around in the sports book.
Sure, it's open 24 hours.
Whether it's staff or whatever, but you'll see people moving around in that sports book behind them.
Yeah, but no, good for them. They're up and ready and 4:00 in the morning.
And according to the press release from South Point, the hand was a 6 through Queen of Hearts with the Joker as the 10 of Hearts.
Wow. Okay.
I didn't know you could do that. I thought it could be the Joker be placed at the end or the beginning, but it can be placed anywhere.
Well, the Joker can be wild in certain games.
So it's kind of interesting that you can do it that way. Sure. I don't think a lot of games can do that. You can do it that way.
No, you gotta.
I don't know.
You gotta know the rules.
But at $128,000, didn't say what the size bet was. One of my pet peeves. They got to do better. Do better. Let's leave the Nevada area and go over to the East Coast. We got a couple stories coming out of the East Coast here, most of them having to do with New Jersey.
All right.
Now, I always do the New Jersey jackpot segment.
Yeah, like every 2 weeks, the Division of Gaming Enforcement releases their jackpot numbers.
We just did one last week.
Okay.
I have even more.
Wow, all right.
We're going to start off with, and this was a separate news story than what I have here, a New Jersey player on DraftKings.com, because this happened in October, hasn't been reported yet.
Okay.
Took home $553,534.28 on the Mega Jackpots Wheel of Fortune on Air game. And that's on DraftKings.com.
I played a Wheel of Fortune version this week because we were talking about it last week, and I can't remember the version I played.
Well, DraftKings...
It was a lot of fun. I won $20 on it.
The DraftKings Online Casino, even though I've never played, they carry 8 different versions of the Wheel of Fortune game.
Yeah.
They actually have the... Let me go through the list here. The Mega Jackpots Wheel of Fortune on Air, which was the subject of the jackpot here. Mm-hmm. That's the highest payer out, too, by the way. We have Wheel of Fortune Triple Extreme Spin, which I've played on other casinos.
Okay.
We have the Wheel of Fortune Hawaiian Getaway.
Okay.
The Wheel of Fortune Megaways.
I think I might have played that one.
Wheel of Fortune.
I'm not sure.
Wheel of Fortune on Tour.
No, didn't do that one.
Wheel of Fortune on the Road.
No.
Wheel of Fortune Ruby Riches.
No.
And Wheel of Fortune Winning Words.
No, definitely not.
So I never played the last two.
I'm kind of thinking I played the Megaways.
I played the Megaways and the Triple Extreme.
I think I have to write these things down when I do it.
Yeah.
So.
But anyway, that's DraftKings New Jersey, $553,000 jackpot. That's going to start us off with our Jersey jackpot segment. Starting with, we have September 13th, $131,150 on WinBet.com.
Oh, okay.
Playing NYX Gaming's Gorilla Go Wilder. That's an online slot, obviously.
Yeah,
he wasn't actually playing with the gorilla.
Yeah.
Okay. On September 14th, we have a very interesting situation here, and I thought this was kind of funny looking at the spreadsheet the Division of Gaming Enforcement released.
Okay.
We have 16 jackpots on DraftKings.com on this day.
Wow.
12 of them playing Evolutions Roulette.
Okay.
The biggest jackpots were 156,000.
Wow.
2 for 151,000. There was 144,000 and $112,500, all playing Evolutions Roulette.
And now this is DraftKings.com
on the same day
in New Jersey,
on
right?
the same day.
All right. Okay.
We have, like I said, 16 were done playing the same game. The other 4 were done playing Lightning Link, I think it was, or Lightning Roulette, and they were all other Evolution games.
Oh, okay.
So somebody had some kind of key to an Evolution game.
Wow,
somewhere.
boy, I gotta start playing Evolution games. Huh?
So it must be fun. Must be fun.
I gotta tell you, well, you can actually do that if you go online. There's a section on some online casinos where you can choose your game manufacturer that you want to play. You know, like Evolution or Ainsworth or I would say IGB or IGT and stuff like that. You can actually hit the thing and it'll give you all the IGT or Aristocrat games that you want to play.
And the only other $100,000 or more jackpot that day came on BorgataCasino.com. $116,000 playing High Seas Jackpots by Novamatic Americas.
Okay.
That's a tongue twister right there.
All right.
Moving on to
So where was that at?
Which one? This last one?
Yeah.
BorgataCasino.com.
Okay.
Online.
All right.
September 15th, $266,247.66 at PlayMGMCasino.com playing Mercy of the Gods.
All right.
That's the sister game to Divine Fortune.
Okay. I played that yesterday.
September 17th, $139,081.76 at Caesars Atlantic City. This is brick and mortar, playing Bally's Locket Link.
Okay.
September 18th, $200,000 on DraftKings.com.
Wow, boy.
Playing Evolution's Lightning Roulette.
More Evolution.
More Evolution.
All right.
$106,776 on Betfair Casino's Divine Fortune. $100,000 on Caesars Casinos playing Scientific Games SSO 5 Treasures.
Okay, that
or
was
Treasures.
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 Is that CaesarsCasinos.com, right?
CaesarsCasino.com.
Right.
That's online. September 20th, $165,500 on DraftKings.com playing Evolution's DraftKings Blackjack 7.
Okay.
It's a good day for Evolution.
Yeah, boy.
September 21st, $100,000 on DraftKings.com playing Every's Double Jackpot Smokin' 777s.
Okay.
That's a poker game.
All right.
And September 22nd, $138,536.57 on DraftKings.com playing Divine Fortune.
Okay.
So basically, the entire segment here has been DraftKings.com.
Yeah.
I've never seen that wealth of jackpots from one site doing this segment.
I'm definitely jumping on DraftKings.com.
I wonder if DraftKings got a new gaming stack.
I don't know.
You know, because it's kind of interesting that they're dominating these jackpots here, especially for the 100,000 or plus.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was kind of interesting. A very different way of doing the New Jersey jackpot segment.
Yeah, right.
We got Caesar Sportsbook in New York per David Purdom.
Okay.
One New York bettor at Caesar Sports bet $10,000 on a money line parlay of FIU, Florida International University, and Georgia Tech. Both were high odds, plus 500 on Florida International U, and plus 1,050 on Georgia Tech.
Wow.
They cashed.
Wow, these were money lines too.
These are all money lines.
Wow.
He bet $10,000 to get $680,000.
Wow, good for him.
And now, excuse me, I'm choking on that bet right
Yeah,
now
right.
because that is just crazy. We have a story coming out of the Philippines, and I was actually kind of surprised at hearing this number here. The Philippines lottery had a staggering number of people win the lottery recently. 433 people, to be exact, won the lottery.
Interesting.
They won 236 million pesos, which adds up to about $6.2 million.
Okay, that's split up between what?
433 people.
Was this paid out, or are they doing an investigation right now?
Yes, and yes.
it was paid out, and
yes,
they have to. If they're going to do an investigation, don't pay out yet.
Well, it's been reported that it's paid out.
Okay, I wouldn't have paid out if you're doing it.
I wouldn't have either. But again, you know what? We don't know how the Philippines lottery runs either.
Okay.
But what happened was 433 people won on the same set of numbers, and the numbers were the 9 times table: 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, and 54.
Yeah, you might want to look into that one.
Well,
I'm just saying there might be a red flag. Hey, I don't.
It is a huge red flag that 433 people had the same combination.
Yeah.
But according to some of these articles I've been reading about, this has happened before.
Okay. Well,
these are not quick pick tickets, by the way. These are actual people filling in.
They just went down the 9 times table, right?
It just so happened they did that, according to some psychologists, because subconsciously the human mind wants a pattern.
Oh, well.
And I don't know how 433 people settled on the 9 times table to do a lottery ticket, but they actually filled it out, did the 9 times table. And according to the psychologists and also some, I guess you can call them lottery historians, this type of thing has happened before. In the UK, 5 of the 6 numbers were multiples of 7.
All right.
So
but did that many people win the lottery?
A lot of people won in that one. So not like 433 people, but there was a good amount of winners.
So it just so happens, I mean, if you're thinking everything's on the up and up, you're thinking that people have this pattern in their head when they fill out the lottery, and 433 people had this pattern. It just happened to do that. If you think this whole thing is on the up and up, which I guess it's happened before, I guess.
And also in South Africa, they had a streak of winners who hit on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wow. Okay.
That was the drawing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well, I guess it could happen.
It's plausible that
it
could happen.
It followed a pattern that people use. So
the human mind, according to psychologists, always wants a pattern. They want to see pattern where there is none. Well, and again, could this have been rigged? Yes.
Well,
could it not have been rigged? Yes, also.
Well, you see, now that we talk more about it, I started off by saying, maybe something wrong is going on here, but now I'm thinking, well, I can see how it could happen.
Yeah.
Now I guess if you think more about it,
if
your initial impression is, well, that can't be right.
Yeah. If you sit back and think about it, if you look at it right off the bat, it's rigged.
Yeah. Well,
433 people doing the 9 times table and it comes out. Without a quick pick involved.
But when you're thinking about, people like a pattern and people did a pattern, and
I mean, how many people can actually sit down and just subconsciously, there's going to be somebody matching the same numbers.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, 433 times, again, raises questions.
Yeah.
So they're going to be investigating, and we'll see exactly where it goes. I mean, I just, it's a very unique lottery story.
It is, yeah, no, it's very interesting.
So we'll see exactly where the investigation goes with that. I'll try and keep up on this one. It's very hard to get news out of the Philippines to do the segment, but I thought this was a very unique story. And congratulations to all our winners, all 433
lottery winners in the Philippines.
Plus also all our jackpot winners from the earlier part of the segment. Keep the press releases coming in. info@turnpikesportsradio.com is the email address to send the press releases. And we'll just keep doing the segment because, wow, you find some unique stuff out there.
And that'll do for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.